why you should be including a daily journaling practice into your healing journey. Hi, I am Bales. I am the Wildly Well mentor and owner of Wild and Well Healing, a nurturing experience for you to go from lost and anxious to soulfully aligned with things like reiki energy healing and soul recovery work. My journey really began with a daily journaling practice. And so I can talk to the extreme power that journaling has on our healing journeys and with coping with mental health. The biggest reason I believe that journaling can be so impactful in our recovery, our healing, is that it allows us to not only have a place where we can get our thoughts out of our head and come back and reflect way more easily, but it really allows us to have this place that's a neutral playing field within our healing journey to kind of unravel what we need to unravel, release what we need to release. A place that is separate from ourselves, from our mind, which makes things just flow a little bit more with ease, and it makes it all a little easier to shut that up and walk away when we need to. Journaling has so many benefits, especially when it comes to our mental health. It is an amazing and powerful, healthy coping tool for dealing with depression, anxiety, stress. It helps us to prioritize our fears, our worries, our anxieties in a way that is safe, that is contained, and that, again, is easy to practice that non-attachment, which is so important in healing. It helps us to better track our symptoms so that the next time we may become triggered, we can recognize that and move forward with our process to releasing that in an activating response versus reaction. It provides us with a space that we can come to while navigating our negative thoughts and behaviors that allows us to change their narratives into things like positive affirmations, gratitude, and lessons. Where to get started on journaling specifically for healing work, mental health work, and recovery? Well, my first tip whenever you are beginning any kind of journey, whether that is wellness, health, fitness, recovery, or healing, is to start off small and simple with a daily actionable step that can actually fit into the lifestyle that you have, not the one that you're hoping to get. And so my favorite place to start when it comes to journaling and to recommend other people to start is with stream of consciousness journaling. This is simply 1 to 2 lines a day where you wake up in the morning and you just write down whatever is the first thing that pops into your brain. Just let it flow from your brain to your pencil, and the key here is to kind of let things move fast because you don't want to overthink what you're saying. Sometimes it can be a little dark and heavy, sometimes it may not make any sense, but that's okay. Practice is very helpful when it comes to connecting with our true self, to connecting with ourselves in a way that allows for us to really, really hone in on that non-attachment, non-self-judgment, which is very, very crucial. And it's absolutely amazing for minimizing that anxious chatter that many of us can experience, those intrusive thoughts that kind of pop up first thing you wake up, that morning anxiety, by allowing these thoughts to just pour onto a page, to shut that book and walk away. Getting those thoughts out of your mind onto paper and leaving them there can be so life-changing in your morning routine and the way that you can feel in the mornings. At least that was my personal experience when it has come to stream of consciousness journaling. And as you get more comfortable with just allowing these thoughts that pop up to float onto paper, you may go from 1 to 2 lines a day to a whole page a day to a couple pages, whatever it is. Just know that however much you put on that paper is perfectly fine. And number 2 is the beautiful gratitude and affirmations, getting into that daily practice, adding those into your journal. In particular though, you want to be making affirmations out of things that you have negative stories around within your life. Creating affirmations out of our negative self-talk, our negative beliefs and our negative thoughts and conditioning is the most powerful way to switch that narrative, to start healing these parts of us. So be sure that you are creating affirmations that are specifically, uniquely designed for you and what you are trying to navigate through, what you are trying to heal, what you are coping with. But also you really want to make sure that the energy that you are putting behind these affirmations is 100% there, consciously and subconsciously. And this is again why you really want to be sure that you're making affirmations that are unique to where you are in your healing journey, what it is that you are wanting to release, what it is you're ready to let go of. And then gratitude. Gratitude is something I will talk about in a whole other video because it deserves its whole own. It is one of the most powerful tools that you can use to connect you to that universal soul frequency. And I love gratitude. I practice it in the morning when I wake up and at night before I go to bed. Just simply stating things that I am grateful for in that moment. No matter how big or how small, as long as you can feel it in your heart, you're going to be expressing that energy into the universe. And the more gratitude we can cultivate, the more we can be thankful for where we are in the present, the more the universe is going to give to us. And it also is super, super helpful for creating positive outlook on life, to shifting your mindset from one that may be fixed, stuck, depressing, dark, bleak, to one that is way more hopeful, uplifting, optimistic. And that is just a couple of the ways that gratitude can impact your healing and why you should really be practicing gratitude. There is always something to be thankful for. And even if it's just one thing a day that you write down and you put that energy behind, you are going to see a shift. Lastly is simply check-ins. Daily reflection at the end of the day, allowing yourself to get your day on paper, the interactions you had with yourself and others, maybe celebrating your accomplishments, taking the time to even pinpoint where maybe you got triggered, where you maybe made a mistake, or where you had a setback, or where your negative thoughts started to pop up more frequently. Allowing yourself to reflect on the day and how it went for you in a very open and honest way, knowing that you are so safe to do so because of this journal. One is ours. It's very much ours. It doesn't matter what you put in there because it's only about you, for you. It has nothing to do with anyone else. And 2, this journal is filled with so much love. You have poured your heart and soul into it. It is yours. It is love. It's safe. Allowing yourself to show up at the end of the day to reflect openly, honestly, without judgment, with grace. So you really can begin to pinpoint the places that you are succeeding in your journey. So you can celebrate them. So you can start to build on that self-trust and that self-love and that self-understanding and compassion. But also pinpointing the places where maybe you are struggling. Struggling is a very common theme in life. We all struggle. But we're not made to just continually struggle without change. The struggle is made to help us move into that changing state. That drive to move forward, get ourselves out of it. So by allowing ourselves to reflect on the positive, the successes and the struggles, the obstacles, we are going to be able then to have that awareness to move through them more easily, to pinpoint the places where maybe we need a bit more healing, where maybe we need to be asking for help, where maybe we need to take a step back and either burn it all to the ground or redirect. Allowing ourselves to honestly and openly reflect in this way is what can have such a powerful impact on our true healing happening. Not just that going into your mind and forgetting about it type healing, but allowing us to really be embodying and immersed within what we are trying to heal, within the process of our healing. And if you would love to learn more about how journaling can really fit into your healing in a few other different ways that I love to share with others and my clients, and I get them to try out so that they can have more of an impact on their healing and more connection with themselves with journaling, then I would love to extend an invite into my one-on-one mentoring program. It is called Wildly Awakened Heart. And it is all about cultivating this empowerment, this love and life as you move through feeling anxious, depressed, stressed, burnt out, to feeling soulfully aligned, trusting in yourself, compassionate, empathetic, powerful, and just pretty much knowing that you are doing what you are meant to do on that soul level. Also, I have a wonderful anxiety journal / tracker that I am going to be sharing with you guys. It is in the link. You can download it for free. It is a 21-day tracker / journal, and 21 days specifically because that's how long it takes you to form a habit. And everything with healing is really about habit. You are having to do things consistently, and because that's the only way that you can actually see the change that you need. So feel free to download that, and if you love it, let me know. Also, reach out to me on Instagram, send me an email, find me on Facebook, or to leave a comment here and let me know if that journal has impacted you or not. I would love to know. Always open for feedback. As always, the light in me honors the light in you. Stay wild and well, you beautiful souls. Until next time.